Yay, yay. Welcome to my couch, everybody. Let some folks get up in this piece. Rangers are up 3-1. Mavericks are giving the Heat the business. So life is good over here. Life is good on the couch. Finally got off my butt and did a little workout for about 15, 20 minutes at Mavs halftime. So I'm not as fat as I was 20 minutes ago. So I got that going for me. So that's great. What up, Mark, Mr. First Comment? What you up to, brother? Per usual, I don't really have a plan for why I hit the stream button. I just am at the house watching the Rangers, watching the Mavs. Did a show today. Hey, Jeff, Cowboys had a meh draft, in my opinion. I agree with you. And that's the way it goes, though. Like, I watch the players, so I rank the players, and if they don't take them in the order that I want them, then I go, I hope I'm wrong and they're right. But I'll have a tough time with that third-round pick with Nahshon Wright being picked over Ifeatu Melifonwu and Elijah Molden. If I had to guess, I think those two will have better careers, but they got pro scouts too. Cowboys had him graded as a third-round guy. They took him at the end of the third round, so according to them, it was fine. Just we shall see. Whoops, didn't mean to hit that. Well, thanks for swinging through, folks. It's good to see you. You don't take callers, do you? I don't have that set up. I'm sure if I ever get fired and I end up having to do this all the time, then I'll figure out how to take callers. Hey, Jeff, you killed it hosting on the radio today. Thank you. Took a while, but I'm comfortable as the quarterback these days when I need to do it. It's no problem. It's no problem at all. I can do it. Jeff, what is the percentage up to your notified? I don't know the percentage. Make sure you have your notifications turned on, guys. You don't want to miss a video, do you? For crying out loud. Thanks for all your draft coverage. No problem. The cool part about the draft coverage is we had a Lions fan tweet at me and Brian that was like, hey, I really know 5 of our picks from listening to you guys do the draft coverage. So that's cool. I love that it helps you with the whole NFL and not just the guys that your team picks. And that's the thing with the rankings, right? I'm just ranking players. The Cowboys are trying to pick players for their team. So if we disagree, it's whatever. Who are the starting linebackers next season? Boy, howdy, is that ever the $1 million question. If you pick the guy number 12 overall and he's not one of your 2 main linebackers, I think that's a problem. But then again, Leighton Vander Esch is a first-round pick. Jalen Smith is more than a first-round pick because he's a second-round pick who got a second contract for a bunch of money. But I got to feel like they're going to play all of them. Maybe when they're in their base and they're going to have 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers. In that scenario, maybe Jalen is your Sam, your strong side linebacker, one of the outside guys. And then maybe you have LVE and Parsons. Here's the good thing about the Parsons pick and the Jabril Cox pick, really, is that for the first time in a long time, because Dan Quinn couldn't give a crap less about any of these guys that were here before he got here, is you're going real-life meritocracy. If your best look when you're nickel and you have 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, and 5 DBs, if the guys who are performing the best are Jabril Cox and Micah Parsons, then that's who plays. And that's that. I do think in 12 months your linebackers will be Micah Parsons and Jabril Cox. I do believe that. Who's your favorite and least favorite pick? My least favorite pick would have been number 99, Nahshon Wright. And I don't hate him as much as the people who really hate him, but I think he was a 4th or 5th round guy that they took at the end of the 3rd when they had guys who I think deserve to be picked in the 2nd round still available. So that's tough. But, again, I hope they're right and I'm wrong. My favorite pick was probably Jabril Cox because you got him at, 115? And I had him as a 2-3 cheater grade, so I thought he should have been picked between 50 and 80, and you got him at 115. So hopefully he can play his way onto the field just like Parsons. That'd be great. Best draft analyst shy of Broadus. I will accept that. I will accept being short of Broadus. I'll take that. Do you think we'd grab an extra free safety even with Kazee? I do. At least they should, unless they're just going to consider their 7th rounder that 6'4", South Carolina corner, unless they're going to consider that the other option at free safety, or maybe Reggie Robinson is going to go back to safety after going from corner to safety to corner. But counting on a guy coming off an Achilles that you guaranteed basically no money, whew, that's tough. Mojo, number 99, they could have had in the 7th round. See, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. We don't know that. It only takes one team to like the guy that you like, and if you like him there, the Cowboys graded him as a 3rd-round player, and they picked him at the end of the 3rd. So we can't just assume, because most analysts didn't rank the guy, because Dane didn't rank him high enough for most people to get to him. So you can't – I wouldn't worry about what the world says about your picks. Just go take a look at the guys and see if you like them. I think he deserved to be picked early day 3, either in the 4th or the 5th. I do think 99 was early, but you don't know what would have happened if you tried to wait until the 7th. You'd probably lose him. And he plays corner. If your guy likes him, whatever. Braden Cox in this mofo. I appreciate the super chat, brother. Thanks for all your hard work on these players. We appreciate you. Well, I appreciate you guys checking it out, man. I sure the hell do. It wouldn't be nearly as much fun if I was just watching players and ranking them and nobody gave a crap. So thanks for hanging out. What's a Tolo? A Tolo is a turn it on, leave it on listener to 105.3 The Fan, where you can hear me from 2 to 7 every day. Steven said it's possible all 11 can make the team. Realistically, how many do you think will make the team? Let me pull them all up. I think I set the under at like 6.5, the over-under at 6.5, but that probably is low, honestly, because when I go through it, Parsons is going to make the team. Kelvin Joseph is going to make the team. Oso Digizua is going to make the team. Chauncey Golston, I believe, will make the team. So 4 already. Deshaun Wright, you don't normally cut 3rd-round picks, so I would say he'll make the team. That's 5. Jabril Cox is 6. Josh Ball, we'll see. Simi Fehoko, the wide receiver from Stanford, I think is 7. And Quentin Bohanna, the defensive tackle from Kentucky, is 8. And in case one of those is wrong and Josh Ball makes it, I'll say 8. I'll say 8 of these rookies are going to make the team. That's what I will say. Will Parsons line up around the line of scrimmage? Some. Glad you're online. I'm driving cross country. Happy to be here with you, Marty. Happy to be here with you. Does Chauncey play DN in the 3-4? And if he does, is he strong enough for that? Yes. I would advise, if you got the time, to Google up some Iowa games or type in Chauncey Golston verse and see what shows up. But you're going to see a dude that can play a 4-man D-end or a 3-man D-end. He's a power player. That's what he's about. That's the life he's about. Happy May the 4th. Thanks for all the work. Appreciate you. Bobby, I am not held hostage. Thank you. Could you see Joseph starting outside in base but moving to slot if Reggie has a great camp? I guess that's possible, but I would anticipate that it's just going to be Jordan Lewis versus Anthony Brown for that slot role. Just like it's been for the last 5 years, ladies and gentlemen. That would be my guess. Daywalker, Vaughn. What up, bro? You guys rocked the draft. Get some rest. I'm going to. I'm good. I'm recharged, baby. I got some rest the day after. I am the hell charged. Any name free agents? No, I don't think they'll add any more big names. They're short on money. They're short on money. From Buffalo, I missed your talk on the after draft. What was your grade for the draft? C, with the potential to be an A+ or an F-. How's that for splitting it down the middle? I wanted Rashawn Slater at 12. And if you did that, you could have gone Nick Bolton at 44, although I might like Joseph better than Bolton. That'd be close. I like the Joseph pick. The Odigizua pick I'm cool with. The Golston pick, I would have loved to see if you could have got him around later, but I like him. The Wright pick, I wish you would have pushed back to the 4th or 5th and seen if you could have pulled that off, because at 70 – well, here's what I would have liked. What if I would have gone Rashawn Slater, Nick Bolton, Paulson Adebo, the Stanford corner who went right after you at 75 when they took Odigizua, push Odigizua back to 80, whatever that was, push Golston back a pick, or no, just take Jabril Cox, and that would have been your linebacker. No, I already had Bolton. I'd still take Jabril Cox. Whatever. There's different ways I would have done it, but now you hope that that they're right and I'm wrong. 3-4 defense with LV. Yeah, but the thing about the 3-4 is Quinn acknowledged it. The 3-4, you're really playing the 3-4 like 30% of the time, and their 3-4 will be different than the 3-4 you're picturing. Like their 3-4, Randy Gregory's one of your outside guys. You know, Tank Lawrence might be one of your outside guys. So I don't think you're going to see Vander Esch, Jalen, Cox, and Parsons. I just don't think that's what you're going to see. Do you think they should have picked Ronnie Perkins over Golston? I had Perkins graded over Golston. Golston's a safer pick. Perkins, you would be picking, hoping you would be getting more pass rush. Quentin Bohanna, finally a legit one-tech. Faux show. Jaime. Why do the Cowboys hate safety, and why are they always trying to turn someone into a safety rather than just picking one? Well, this time, it's so funny to me how teams like to pretend that nobody ever got the best of them or whatever. When Steven was laughing after day 2, he's like, and you know that safety. They just get away from us every time. When he was doing that little spiel, what he was talking about was how you got jumped one pick in front of you for Trevon Merrick, because the Cowboys would have picked Trevon Merrick at 44 and they lost their guy there. So they lost him. And then if I were them, I would have said that's okay, and I would have picked Elijah Molden later, or I would have picked Darius Washington in the 7th round. I would have done something. But what are your thoughts on Deshaun Wright saying he's the next Richard Sherman? I think that's very optimistic. Very optimistic. Jeff, blink twice if you're not held hostage. I'm not held hostage. I have not secretly gotten the Ardarius jersey yet. I'm going to wait for him to make the team, and then you better believe I'm getting that jersey. You better believe it. What's your draft overall? I can see. It's okay. It was an okay pick, or an okay draft. Trent, you've been right about most picks besides Josh Allen. When are the Cowboys going to admit they need drastic help and bring you in? They'd have to cut quite a check. And some people very high up in that organization are not very happy with me and some of the things that I've said about their process. So I don't think you have to worry about that anytime soon. Why are we running that Atlanta 3-4 hybrid scheme? There's nothing wrong with the 3-4 hybrid scheme. There's nothing wrong with any scheme. It's just a matter of what can your players do and how do you adjust. And I actually really like Dan Quinn. Just based on what he said so far, I really like Dan Quinn, because Dan Quinn's a dude that sounds like he actually has a plan, and he'll kind of give you details, but also is like, I can't give you all the details because I need to see these guys on the field to see what it's going to look like and what we're going to do. But like, this is a matchup guy, and this is our base, and this, like, he seems to really have it together a lot better. And Mojo, I appreciate you with the super chat. You too, Trent Taggart. Appreciate you guys. What's the best advice Brian ever gave you? Probably something along the lines of, don't listen to me. You know, something along the lines of, once you know what you're doing and what you're watching, what other people think doesn't matter. You know what you're watching. If you got players slotted a certain place, believe yourself. Don't let other people talk you out of it. Dallas, appreciate the super chat. He said, love you, brother. Favorite Cowboys guy here. I appreciate. JC in the house, or APT. It's in the house. We're in the house right here. Yeah, listen to Jeremy here. Hit that big old like button. I need that like button. If you're watching me on Twitch, that's where we have a smaller audience. Make sure you hit that sub. You know what I'm saying? It's a pool fund. We're in debt over here. Jeff, do you think they can develop more DN traits into Parsons? No. Let that man play linebacker. He's a linebacker. He's a forward-moving linebacker. So, like, he's a great blitzer, and that's good enough. You don't try to pretend linebackers are defensive ends. This stuff doesn't really work. True Sage with the super chat. Thank you, sir. I think we had a B-minus draft, and I'm excited about Parsons, Bossman, Osa, and Golston. Hopefully Cox can play too. You think Parsons and Cox could be Wagner and KJ? Maybe. They could be a really good linebacker duo. I mean, I think 12 months from today, they are going to be the linebacker duo. And Leighton will be gone, whether he's been traded, signed somewhere else for a comp pick, whatever. And then Jalen, I think they'll just try to get out of that money, whether it's a trade or a release at some point. Yeah, I think those two could be good because they complement each other really well. Because Micah Parsons is an absolute demon, sideline to sideline, downhill, attack the pocket, running game. And Jabril Cox is not very good in the running game, but was the best coverage linebacker in this draft. So you got the best run defender and the best pass defender of all the linebackers in the draft. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You think about the fullback that pulls 18-wheelers? I like it. Jeff, what number do you think our defense ends up at this year? It depends what you mean by what number, because I've come around to the analytical viewing of this stuff. Like, if your offense scores a ton of points and scores fast, and your defense is on the field more often, and you give up more points, like, points per game is not a good measurement. I am now an EPA per play guy, expected points added per play, because that tells you on a per play basis how good was your defense. And I will say on that basis, your goal would be to be somewhere between 10 and 15. And I will guess they're somewhere between 16 and 20. That'll be my guess. Jeff Heath just got released. I know. Jeff Heath, GOAT. Look, if you think I'm scared to bring back Jeff Heath, you don't know me. I'm not scared to bring back Jeff Heath. I mean, you don't have safeties. If you want to bring Jeff Heath just in case, go ahead. Were you doing scouting when Sherman came out? No, I was not doing – he's been in the league more than 7 years. Do you get the feeling McCarthy feels out of place during the press conferences? Absolutely. That dude looks like he does not want to be in a suit. And if he hadn't had a question asked to him, if there's like a series of 3 or 4 questions and none go to him, I think he forgets he's there. And then people ask him a question. He's like, what? Oh, is that for me? That's why I love Quinn. Quinn's got it together. I don't know if Mike's got it together. He might be a good coach. Taj, appreciate the super chat. What's good, Brody? Hope all is well. All is pretty well today. Appreciate you asking about it, though. Do you work for the Cowboys? How does 105 The Fan work directly with the Cowboys? I do not work for the Cowboys. The Cowboys have never given me money. I take that back. I do get paid when I do the draft show and stuff. When I do things for Cowboys.com, I'm a contract employee for them, but it has nothing to do with, like, the front office. I've been kicked off of Cowboy broadcast before because players or the front office thinks I'm unfair. Is Dane Brugler smarter than anyone on ESPN? Yeah, Dane's smarter than everyone on ESPN. Brandon Griffin, I appreciate the super chat. The screen's shaking because the dog has the ball up against my leg and thinks it's a fun game to keep just pushing into it. Do you think Joseph can come in? Thank you, Brandon, for the super. Can come in and cover better than Cheeto day one just on raw ability? I think he can be a better NFL player than Cheeto. NFL rookies a lot of times have it rough. And with him, he just needs to work on his eye discipline. So as a rookie, I think Kelvin Joseph is going to have an up and down season. But if he starts and if he plays, he going to make plays. He'll get some picks. If you have a draft where you go back and pick the guys you would have picked with who's on the board at the time. Yeah, but it would take me a little bit. I'd have to get set up for that. No, Pete. Broadus cannot get me involved in the draft process and give me a big check. Not possible. Because your way in is scouting. And when you first get in, I would be taking a big pay cut. And I don't want to do that. The 94s. Haley, Ware, Gregory. Thanks for all you did during the draft season. You're appreciated by many. Man, I appreciate you, 94s. I appreciate everybody who takes in the content. I appreciate the super chatters. I appreciate the watchers. I appreciate the subscribers. I appreciate all of you mofos. Linebacker core has to be set now, right? For sure. Yes. Alex with the super chat. What would you grade the UDFA Hall and who is your pet cat? Hold on. Let me look at the UDFA Hall real quick. Because I have them all here in a handy dandy. The best UDFA might have been the D end out of Oregon. Austin Faliu. Brandon Smith, the Iowa receiver. I like local guys, so I hope that Brennan Eagles out of Texas and TJ Vasher out of Tech do something. Nick Eubanks, Michigan tight end, might have a little something. And of course, Nick Ralston. I like fullbacks. I don't want to make the team because I hate fullbacks, but I also like fullbacks. They're fun to watch. All right. Rolling through here. Marcus at the bar, so I can't hear you, but just wanted to say great job running point on the radio today, brother. Salute. Oh, thank you, Marcus. I appreciate you. Let me let you see your own text. Woohoo! Thanks, Marcus. You're a beast. You're a beast. Boss man fat. Yeah. Boss man fat. Is Micah Parsons a boomer bust type player? Yes. I believe he is. But even his bust is he's still a good, just like unleash him in the running game and let him run around and cause hell. So I don't think he'll fail entirely unless there's something with like attitude or character where doesn't get along or whatever. It'd be hard for his talent to totally bust. How do you feel about Quinn having so much say in the draft process? Do we have examples of Quinn picks in the past? I mean, we know the players that have been on teams where he was that were drafted, but it doesn't mean that he picked them. I'll be honest, I don't love coaches being involved in the draft process. I don't love that they picked multiple 6'4" corners. I would rather you just have scouts who know what their coaches want and pick them. But I also like Dan Quinn, and I'm a believer in Dan Quinn. So hopefully he's a good talent evaluator, and that works out. Are we sure the corner will be available for all 17 games? Seems like he has effort issues. Well, win. If you win, I bet he'll give you effort. You watched the Hamilton free safety for Notre Dame. I have not. Guys, chill out. Is LVE tradable? Maybe. What would you get? Mid to late round pick. And if you just let him play, and if he were to play well, you get a comp pick for him depending how much he makes somewhere else. So that's a decision you have to make. I would imagine they'll just let him play and see what happens. Is LVE or Smith going to lose snaps this year? Yes, I think both of them are. I think with Keanu Neal on the roster, plus Parsons, plus Cox, like Cox and Neal cover better than Jalen Smith or Leighton Vander Esch. Parsons is probably a better run defender than either one of them right now. So, yeah, both them dudes are on notice. And, yes, there is a comp pick for LVE, Mark. I initially thought there was not because they changed the rules in 2020 where if it's a player or if it's an option that's not picked up, it doesn't count. But that is for veterans. It's not on your rookie deal. On a rookie deal, because all those fifth-year options are the exact same structure, you still do get the comp pick. It's veterans who have like club options that the club doesn't pick up. Those are not eligible for a comp pick. Why write over Melifonwu? Why write over Melifonwu if he has the same measurables as him? Melifonwu has better measurables. He's just not as tall. I don't know. I liked Melifonwu better than Wright. I liked Elijah Molden better than Wright. But we hope to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's what we hope. Simi time. Player comp for Boss Man Fat. Sub 6 foot, super fluid and competitive. Maybe like Jair Alexander Light. I think Jair might be the best corner in football right now, but I think he's that sort of player. First draft ever getting a Cox and a ball. I think that's possible. Doubt Jalen was swiping on draft night. Probably true. Do you think the nose tackle will make the team? My guess is going to be yes. Draft grade, please. Aaron, I said I give it a C. Parsons pick was okay, but I wanted Rashawn Slater there. Nice shot, Brunson. The Joseph pick, I like. The Odigizua pick, I thought was a pick early. I would have liked to have had Paulson Adebo there. The right pick was early. You had Elijah Molden. So, like, I like a lot of the guys they got. I don't necessarily like the order they got them in, so I would say I give them a C, and I'm hoping that it ends up as an A, but we'll see. Yeah, I think Bohannon's got a shot because if they're going to run a decent amount of snaps in a 3-4 look, he plays the nose tackle, like right up over the guard, right up over the center, because he's one of those giant dudes that's not athletic. He only made like 60 tackles in 3 years of college football, so he ain't going far in any direction to help you make tackles. But if you want to take up space, he'll take up space. This is my first time ever following the draft, and I'm loving it. Hell yeah, welcome to the draft party. Mojo, Jalen Ramsey's the best corner in the NFL. That's fair. But Jair Alexander's definitely in that combo. Keanu Neal equals haha Clinton won't make team. I doubt that. He got $5 million. A good chunk of it guaranteed. Clinton Dix. I guess he did have 2-something guaranteed. So maybe. But I would think Keanu Neal's going to make the team. It's a Dan Quinn guy. Do you think they would play Simi at tight end if our starter is at back? No. He's a unpolished wide receiver that's going to be a special teams demon. A demon, I say. Urban is the only comp. Maybe they share snaps and Hill sits on the bench. Yeah, Tristan Hill's in trouble. Comp for Parsons. Comp for Parsons is really hard. I mean, it's kind of Bobby Wagner. I don't remember how Bobby Wagner was in coverage coming out, though. But he's even more athletic than Bobby Wagner, so he's tough to have a comp on. Who gives us a better chance at a Super Bowl this year, Parsons or Slater? I would guess Slater because he upgrades your offensive line immediately, and if you lose a left tackle, he slides out there and covers left tackle. And I think this team, offensive line, is what's going to determine sort of where they go. Just think about the difference for Dak when he's had the full offensive line and when he hasn't. It changes the whole world. Jeff, really appreciate all the draft coverage you provide. You really help a lot of us understand the players. Thank you. I try my best. Osa is going to be the most surprising player in camp. I think he can play 1 and 3 tech. I think he can more play 3 and 5 tech. So when they got 4 defensive linemen out there, I think he'll be a defensive tackle at the 3 technique, playing over a guard. And when they're on a 3-man line, I think he'll play defensive end and wrestle with offensive tackles. And then if you get to like 3rd and 12, then maybe Oso Odighizuwa is your 1 technique because you put in him to rush from the 1. At the 3, hold on, let me think. What's my pass rushing unit? We'll have Tank, Gregory, Parsons, Osa, something like that. That'd be fun. Tommy, this draft is underrated. They created real competition everywhere on the defensive side of the ball. Yes. Now, that part I totally agree with. That's big. You're going to have real-life competition at your end spots. D-tackle got a boost. Your linebackers, holy cow, there's competition. Secondary, they did. They boosted it up everywhere. So you're going to have a real-life meritocracy. You want to play? Be better than the guys you're competing against. CD, hey, guess what? We're doing a stream. Just because Stomp is standing over the ball you want is no reason for you to yell. You know you can't take it. You just have to let her have it and cry. That's what you do. Is what you do. How do you feel about Dallas moving away from Jason Garrett's right kind of guy? I don't need to draft RKGs. Obviously, one of the Cowboys picks I view a little bit differently than the other ones. Like if it's like, oh, I'm not sure if he was real mature, that's one thing. Or, oh, I don't know, he seemed to have coachability issues, that's one thing. If it's, oh, he was accused of domestic violence a bunch and I don't know the work he's put in to make himself a better person, that one's a little bit different to me, but we'll see. I look forward to getting more information on that. We talked about the UDFAs already. Just a little bit. I dropped a few of the names. The Iowa receiver, the Oregon defensive end. Those are 2 decent ones. Uh-oh. Look at Willie. Gone. Willie Calhoun. Who do you think will win the left guard spot? Give me McGovern. McGovern or Williams. That's a tough one. I'll take McGovern just for fun. Paul, appreciate you in that super chat, brother. You have to do a Pro Football Network mock. They updated already. It's time to get started next year. No, it's not time to get started on next year. I promise you that. It is not time to get started for next year. Live and let live, Jeff. I'll live and let live. I just want to know if I should pull for people. That's all. I'm all for second chances. I just want to make sure that whoever is getting a second chance, that they've put in whatever requisite work makes them deserving of a second chance. That's all. That's my thing. That's my thing. Can you focus on fantasy drafting advice? I did win the fantasy league. Gauntlet game. Got him. Oh, look at this nice compliment from Mark. Where'd it go? Why didn't it show up? There it is. You're the perfect blend of personality and knowledge. Thank you. That's a very sweet compliment. Jeff, are you a native Texan? I mean, I got here when I was 10. I was born in St. Louis, and then we moved to Allen, Texas. Mavs dominate. Willie just hit a bomb. Rangers are trying to come back. What happens if Dak is not mobile? If Dak's ankle's shot, your team's shot. So let's just hope that's not the case, you know? Tyler still center, or who will be a backup? I think Tyler Biadasz will be the center. Can we afford – oh, Jeff, sir, can we afford Alden Smith-Bale? Can we bribe the state of Louisiana? He's not on our team. He's a Seahawk now, Jeff. Who gets left off your 53 as of today from D. Wayne? Oh, this guy just got into Warzone. Loadout recommendations. Some sort of AR, like the Krig or the AMAX or the Grau or the M4. You know, get that thing loaded up, and then some sort of SMG that you like. Left off of my 53. I was an Allen Eagle, yes, Furries. Gotta have to write it all out. I think either Noah Brown or Cedric Wilson's in trouble. I think maybe Anthony Brown or Jordan Lewis is in trouble. I think at linebacker, like Bernard and Gifford are in trouble if you count that. Defensive line, I think Dorrance Armstrong's in trouble. There's a chance Antoine Woods is in trouble. Because what you're looking for is guys who make $2 million or more, that they feel like they can save it and not downgrade. So, yeah, no hope for Jalen to get back to 2018 form. I can hope for it. I just don't. It's unpredictable. You just don't know. Is his leg firing today or is it not? That's tough. That is tough. Realistic prediction on the Cowboys season record this year. If you promise me they're healthy, I'll take 10-7 or 11-6. You start losing offensive linemen and get ready for 9-8 or 8-9. Can you depend on our run game if Dak gets hurt? No, of course not. If I remember correctly, Kellen Moore used 4 wide receiver sets sometimes. Could you see Simi in that set? Sure, as a deep threat, just run down the field. I think he's going to help most on special teams. Soto, man, appreciate you. Do you think with Parsons' blitzing ability helps D-Law? Thanks for spending time answering our questions. Yeah, Parsons is a rusher, yeah, for sure. Just know that there's a difference between being able to make a guy play the edge like a defensive end role and being a great blitzing linebacker, but Parsons is a great blitzing linebacker. He's really good at attacking and finding his way through. So he will help your pass rush. I think they will send him a decent amount, and he will. TJ said Dorrance safe. I don't think so. But you never know. But you never know. When is rookie camp? I think in like 9 days. When was McCarthy saying during the draft? On the 10th or the 13th or something like that? Fans in Oxnard? I don't know yet. I need to know that Oxnard's going to happen. Jerry said last month when we were talking to him like it was a done deal. So I'm thinking we'll be there, but I don't know that for sure. 14th? Yeah, maybe Dogberry. How's Parsons with run defense? Awesome. Awesome. All right, the Ranger game. We got 1 out, 2 on. I'm shutting this thing down to see if they can push this thing across. I appreciate y'all kicking it with me. Make sure I didn't miss any supers. Flipsy. Yeah, hit me at JC1053 on Twitter, Flipsy. Interested in doing a Q&A with the Cowboys Discord server? Sure. And also just tell them to come over here and subscribe. Crying out loud. Offense will look any different this year? Yeah, you'll have your quarterback. And hopefully your offensive line. You should have a really good offense this year. Thank you as always. Oh, you're welcome. I do this because I enjoy it too. I'm having a great time. I appreciate everybody watching. I hope you're subscribed to the channel or following me on Twitch or whatever. And if you could hit the thumbs up button for algorithm purposes, hit that like button. I sure would appreciate it. Shout out to my guy Corey Majors today, talking about that good stuff. That good stuff on the air. Hashtag therapy is cool. Oh, hold on. I got a super, so I got to stick around. Big country. We send D-line in waves. Will we send linebackers in waves? I think it is very possible. Oh, it's a tie game! Yes, I think it's very possible you send linebackers in waves. Like if you're in the nickel, depending on down and distance, maybe there's times where you'll play Jabril Cox and Keanu Neal. Maybe on first down, it's Parsons and Smith or Parsons and Van Der Esch. Oh, that is a short sack fly. Great play by the shortstop, but it was enough. Yes, I think so. Best case scenario, UT 2005. Best case scenario, Parsons is a Hightower on the Patriots or Julian Peterson. I disagree with that. Best case is that he's absolutely incredible. If you're saying that's what is likely, Jeff, do Jerry Jones impersonating tonight. I can't. I got to go watch the Rangers. The Rangers, and they're playing against the Minnesota Twins, and just had a sacrifice fly, which I believe means that you sacrifice one of your players' death. You kill one of your players, and then you get a run. It's you trade one player's life. And you do, and you did, and had to score one run, and then it's a tie game. There you go. All right, now I'm going to go. Now I'm going. You can't stop me. Getting out of here. I love you guys. Be cool to everybody. You have no idea what anybody's going through. So be cool to everybody. And I love you.